Hello and welcome to episode 6 of our Inter Save on Championship Manager 01-02. Now before we get into our next game, which is against Dnipro, it is the second leg of our UEFA Cup tie, which we need to win. Even drawing could be a struggle, with our last result being a 1-1. So before we get into that game, let's take a look at what's been going on in the world of Championship Manager 01-02. Now, I've had a couple of match days in the Serie A with Roma and Torino, which we went through last time. Now, I've had Atalanta play Piacenza and win 1-0 with Leolidis being the goal scorer there. Fausto Rossini with an 8 rating. Luigi Sala with an 8 rating. Guadalben with an 8 in goal. Just having a look, Giuseppe Cardone with the man of the match. Performance of a 9 rating, and it was a late goal too. Very late goal from Leolidis there. Now, Chievo has gone down 1-3 to Parma. Oliver Bierhoff, the goal scorer for Chievo. There's a blast from the past. He's coming to the end of his Italian sojourn, starting off at Ascoli in the 91-92 season, moving to Udinese, then Milan, finally Chievo at this stage. Having a look at the goal scorers for Parma, we've got Adriano and Adrian Mutu, no surprises there. Mark Bresciano has got himself on the score sheet. Magnificent. Fantastic. When did he score that goal? He scored in the middle, so he scored it in the 69th minute. Fantastic. Did they dominate? Not really. Far more lethal as far as their finishing goes, so that's good to see. Now, Juve have finally taken a win in the Serie A. Marcelo Salas with the hat-trick even, and a 10 rating, netting him man of the match as well. Pavel Nedved with a supplementary goal there and an 8 rating. Across the board, Juve have played extremely well there. Having a look at the Regina team, you'd have to say that they were properly dominated. Mamid injured there in the 53rd minute. Milan playing Brescia have gone down 1-0. Palomardini, Simic, Shevchenko, Inzaghi and man of the match, so they have had quite a good game. Lots of big performances there. Matteo Sereni's been good in goal. Dario Danelli with an 8. Antonio Filippini with the goal and a 6 rating, so he clearly hasn't had a great game. Luca Toni leading the line there with an 8. What's happened here? 34. Pressure of absolutely mugged Milan in this game, you'd have to say. So really lucky for Brescia to get a result. Modena and Empoli. Modena winning 1-0. Andrea Fabrini with the goal. Quickly, Marco Bellotta with the man of the match. 76th minute goal. Honours so nothing really to note there. And then finally Perugia and Bologna. Perugia winning 4-1 here. Nicola Amoruso with 2 goals and the man of the match. Giovanni Tedesco with a goal and Roberto Baronio with a goal. Renato Olive with the goal for Bologna and a 5 rating. So he's had an absolute... If he's scored a goal and still got a 5 rating, he has had a howler. Absolute howler. Might have been the only good thing he did in this game. Other than that, he was probably wearing 2 left boots. Now, taking a quick look at what that means for the table, everyone has now played 4 games, and Inter, we are in 3rd. Atalanta leading the line, Bologna taking that loss there. So 4 teams, 3 wins and 1 loss. That's getting very tight at the top, and down to 9th are only 2 points behind the top 4. So it's tight at the top in the Serie A. Now, moving on to European competition, having a look at the Champions Cup. We've got Dynamo Kiev playing Halmstad and winning 3-1. Holovko with the goal, Machado with the goal, and Belkovic with the goal, and a man of the match, 10 rating. Borsch Sundval with the goal and an 8 rating. Lyon played Roma. This was an absolute blockbuster for the top honours in Group E, and Roma have walked away 1-0 winners. Damiano Tomasi with the goal, man of the match, and a 9 rating, so he's performed extremely well there. Sartor's been injured in the 90th minute. Lokomotiv Moscow playing Lazio. Lazio coming away with a 4-0 win. Simone Inzaghi with a brace, man of the match, and the 10 rating. Stefano Fiori and Jaap Stam with the goals. Having a quick look at the Lokomotiv Moscow side of things, most of their team have rated a 5, so that's never going to bode well. Ignacevic with a 9 rating, so at least he turned up for them there. Schalke has beaten Sparta Prague 3-1. Christian Poulsen, we spoke about in the last episode, has scored and clearly improved his performance. Eb Sand with a brace and man of the match. Real captain's effort there from Schalke. Marek Kind with the goal for Sparta Prague. 7 rating, but beyond that, not a lot going on for Sparta. Celtic has beaten Rosenborg 2-1. Henrik Larsson didn't score a goal. John Hartson has, and David Fernandez has. Momo Silla with the man of the match and the 9 rating. Again, no great performances from the Rosenborg side. Frederick Wisnes with the 8 rating and the goal for them. Feyenoord and Deportivo La Coruña have played out a 7-goal epic. Leonardo, man of the match, 10 rating and a goal for Feyenoord. Kees van Vunderen with the goal as well as a captain for Feyenoord. Mariano Bombarda again, Boventure Kalu again with goals in European competition for Feyenoord. Now, Jorge Andrade has picked up a goal for Deportivo. Diego Tristan has scored the brace and got a 10 rating. This looks like an attacking epic. Now, let's have a quick look at their bench. Obviously, we've said that they haven't been playing their absolute top players in European competition so far. Pandiani is still on the bench. Roberto Acuna's on the bench. Roy Mackay's on the bench. Juan Carlos Valeron has only been good enough to come on in the 50th minute for Jovic. Oh, that hurts. That really does. Penalty from Van Wonderen. 24th and 25th minute goal from Tristan, which would have put them 2-1 up at the time. It's gone 2-2. It's gone 3-2, 4-2, 4-3. Wow. Look at that. 5 shots on target. 4 shots on target, 4 goals. Oh. Let's have a quick look at One Me's goalkeeper rating there. That was a 6. He's lucky to have gotten away with it. He's very lucky to have gotten away with that. Now, moving on to Group H, Arsenal has beaten Olympiacos 3-1. Thierry Henry, a brace and man of the match. Patrick Vieira weighing in as a captain with a goal. And Par Zetterberg with a goal for Olympiacos. Nothing else to note happening in this game. Henry with the very late goal to absolutely seal the win there for the Gunners. Lille and Leverkusen. Leverkusen has walked all over Lille after their fantastic performances so far. Gregory Vermeer coming off in the 12th minute. No wonder they lost by so much. Looking to the other side of the ledger, Ovigi has scored a goal, Bernd Schneider with a goal, Franke with a goal, Dimitar Berbatov with a goal, and given there's only 4, that means that there's been an own goal in this game as well. Hanno Bolcic coming on in the 72nd minute for Sebsen. They've taken off an 8-rated player. Wow. Raf, maybe we just wanted the fans to acknowledge Sebsen's performance in this match to bring him off when he was brought off. Now, that was a send-off. Let's see how long he's been rubbed out for. He's got a 1-match ban, so he can't have done too much, but to be given a red this early in the game, he's clipped the feet of Schneider in the area, he's given away the penalty, and it's a red card for a professional foul. Whew. That's not much you can do there. Not much you can do at all. Alright, moving on to the second half of the match day 3 fixtures. We have PSV losing 1-0 to Real Madrid. Michel Salgado with the man of the match, and Ronaldo with a goal from Real. Brugnik with an 8 rating. Lucius with an 8 rating. So they weren't absolutely dominated, and I think the scoreline reflects that. Look, pretty stiff for them not to have scored a goal, I think, in this game. Having a quick look at those stats. Parma has beaten Slavia Prague 3-1. The Italians really doing a good job for the coefficient at the moment. Adrian Mutu with the goal, Alberto Gilardino with the brace and man of the match. I say it every week, Parma are a great team, absolutely great team in the early 2000s. So looking at the Slavia Prague side of things, Donsek has got himself a rating of 4 and somehow wasn't pulled from the game. Martin Mueller is 5 rating. Beyond that, there are a lot of 5 ratings there. So Slavia absolutely put to the sword by Parma in that one. Now Brann and Dortmund have played a 3-3 draw. The Norwegians really showing up for this one. Robbie Winters, the Scottish international, just has scored himself a man of the match and a brace. Gnarvik has scored the other goal for Brann. Amoroso with a goal, Jan Koller with a goal, and Jörg Heinrich with a goal as well and a 9 rating. Amoroso with a 9 rating. Looks like it might have been a bit of an attacking festival in Norway. So 5 shots on target to the 9 shots on target. Brann much more clinical there. Juve and Spartak Moscow. Juve has won 3-0. They seem to be coming out of their slump from early in the season, starting to win these games and put a few notches on their belt. Alessandro Del Piero with a brace and a 10 rating. Taki Adini with a goal and a 10 rating, also earning himself the man of the match. Marculiano, Lilian Thuram, Pisotto, Igor Tudor, David Trezeguet has also really played well in this game. So great performances all over the pitch, and 10 shots on target I think reflect that quite well. 13th minute goal, 17th minute goal, so that was put away in the, what, a 5-minute span, then Del Piero just adding a sweetener at the very end of the game. Nantes and Man United. Nantes has beaten Man United 2-1 and brought themselves up to second in the group, as you can see there. Ziani with a brace and an 8 rating, but Nantes hasn't got the man of the match. Wes Brown has picked himself up the man of the match award in this one. Phil Neville, Mikhail Sylvestre, also with really high ratings. So it's been a defensive performance from Man U. 2 shots on target, 1 goal. They can't be too disappointed with that. They've just let the game slip away. But having a look at this, Keane sent off in the 57th minute and Beckham injured. So they really, they were disadvantaged in this game. Absolutely disadvantaged. Obviously there, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer scoring the goal from Man U. So let's have a quick look at Keane, see what he's done. Let's scroll down. Reckless challenge. He's put in a 2-footer and straight red card. So maybe the temper's boiled over there for Keane. Now Panathinaikos and Maccabi Haifa. Derek Boateng. Oh, now there's a Freudian slip. Boateng with a goal and man of the match. Kigiakos with a goal, and Kolka with a goal as well for Panathinaikos. Kesey with the goal for Maccabi Haifa. 5. It looks pretty even as a game there. Action zones. Let's have a look at the possession. Panathinaikos, 58th high, so they have been good value for their win, but certainly let Haifa have some shots in this game, and they'd be disappointed to have lost the way they have. Bayern Munich has beaten Boavista 2-0. Claudio Pizarro with the brace, man of the match, both goals for Bayern. Salihamidzic has put in the 8. Mehmet Scholl with the 9. Again, very good performance there from Bayern. Boavista, have a look at that, have not got a single shot off on goal, and Bayern absolutely dominating the possession. So they are looking very good for this game. Rui Oscar sent off for Boavista. Let's have a quick look, make sure he hasn't lost his head. He's pushed Scholl in the chest. He's given him a right old shove and been sent off. Has been caught by the referee. you got to be aware where the referee is in those situations, you know? Shakhtar Donetsk has pulled up an absolute upset, beating Barcelona 4-1. Belic with the hat-trick, man of the match and a 10 rating. Florea with man of the match and a 10 rating. That's... wow, you wonder what Florea's done to outshine a hat-trick performance. Zubrov also with a goal there after coming on in the 47th minute. Patrick Kluivert playing well for the Catalans. Javier Saviola with an 8 rating as well. But beyond that, as you can see, Roberto Bonanno was not good in goal. Carlos Puyol, who at this stage is only 23, as you can see, and has just come out of La Masia. Could have had a better game, but he's still got a young head on his shoulders at this point, so all can be forgiven, I'm sure. Now, to our game against Dnipro. Now, we are definitely playing Toldo again. Fontana is not getting too much of a look in. He will soon. For sure he will. Our morale's looking okay. We're going to go with Materazzi again. Just to give him this match time. Like, you can see his stats are sort of improving, or attributes, my apologies, are definitely improving by getting the game time. So I think that we need to keep that run going. Nelson Vivas is ineligible for this game. Daniele Adani is unhappy because he wants a new contract, which means we're not going to give him a game in this one because this is life or death. If we lose this, we're out of Europe. Cristiano Zanetti again. Coco had his bad game, but we're going to, let's say that was an anomaly for now. We'll keep some backup on the bench for him. Zanetti, I'm happy to keep in. Luigi Di Biagio's morale is now, it's dropped a lot, and there are 2 big clubs sniffing around Biagio's contract. So he's going to be leaving the team for this game. Not Serena, we want Almeida coming into defense as a result, and we're going to put on Farinos as our central backup there. Now, I've been very happy with Conceição on the right wing. He's got 2 8s in a row, so Gouli is going to be on the bench again. Recoba is giving us a lot on the left wing, so he'll stay there with Emre watching from the sidelines. Delmar gives us an option in the centre if we do need that attacking impetus. Now, Nicola Ventola is, of course, injured from our last game, which means Mohamed Kalon will be coming on. We'll keep Recoba on the wing. And then we can shift him into the forward position if we need to. Now, as a result, and with a reduced bench, that means that we want to bring on a winger of some description. Let's bring on Okan. Look, that feels good to me. So we're playing at home. We want to start this game all out attack. We do not want them to have a shot. We want mixed passing. We want to tackle them hard. We want to press them. We want to play the offside trap. Bring the 2 midfielders up and then drop back. And let's have Calon and Crespo again. Crespo worked in that position where he was dropping back. So let's drop him back also in defence. Now, I'm happy with that. I think we'll be okay to go from there. Dnipro obviously aren't playing in a live league, which means that their last game was against us. There's not too much research to be done, but again, they've got the review of being a very determined team, very difficult to break down. I don't know how this will go for us. Obviously, we are hoping for a win. Let's see what they've come out with. They've come out with that strong midfield setup again, which means we don't really want our wingers. Where's our pressing? We don't really want Recoba or Conceição pressing. So that's a no and a no. We do want Almeida and Zanetti pressing. We probably don't want Coco or Zanetti pressing either because there's nothing for them to press against. We will be cautious in that scenario. Now, having a quick look at our marking, everyone's on zonal. What am I expecting here? Yeah, I think this is okay to start the match with. So they've started defensively. We are in the position of having an away goal here, so a draw would be good for us. Already, Dnipro have picked up an injury. Oh, well done. Oh, kind of. Sal, Crespo, goal! Crespo was on a roll. That's 2 in a row. Very happy with that. Keeper's held on to the ball there. Crespo's had another amazing shot. So he seems to be playing himself out of this mini slump that he was having to start the season. Colon with a great shot. Oh, another great shot. Crespo trips and Eddie's put in the free kick. The last thing we want here is Dnipro to score a goal. That puts things at even and would mean that we're going extra time. Oh. You really want to strike it and try and pick that up if they can, but we don't have anyone in that position at the moment, it seems. Ooh, very close there. We're in trouble. Dnipro have made another substitution. I want to see what that is. No, they're not doing any more attacking as far as their formation goes, and they're still just sitting on a normal play style. So there's no need for us to be worried just yet. Lon, Crespo, playing around with it too much, it seems. Crespo is missed. His headers from Crespo though. It's like he's playing with a Jabalani. Half time. Crespo with the goal in the 11th minute. Zadrozny injured in the 9th, and we've got 61,000 people in attendance at the Giuseppe Meazza for this game. Dnipro have not had a shot at all in this match, so very pleased with that. Our on target is looking good there. Our passes completed are looking good. We're winning our tackles, and we are getting hammered in the air. Again, we are getting hammered in the air. Overall, possession is going our way. Having a quick look, is anyone exceptionally tired? No. Is anyone performing exceptionally poorly? No. Almeida probably could be playing better. Zanetti could be playing better, and Materazzi's having another bit of a screamer. Recoba, you'd want him playing better on the wing. Tackles looking okay there. Headers, of course, we haven't won any, let alone any key. Well, we have won some, but no key headers. 4 shots and 3 shots to. We're getting more shots from Recoba than we are from Cologne, so they might be man marking us here. Specifically Crespo and Cologne. Let's check that out in the tactics screen shortly. Medine is the only saving grace here for Dnipro. So, as I say, let's have a look at our team instructions. Let's have a look at what this marking is looking like. Yeah, so we're being man marked with Colon and Crespo. Crespo's bringing his man forward, it seems. But Recoba is benefiting from that. Let's drop our central midfielders back into a defensive midfield position. hopefully that allows us a little bit more safety. We're still going to be going tackle. We're still going to press them. Yeah, we want to put the pressure on. Okay, fantastic. What happens now? What happens now is we concede a goal, it seems. Well, you can't do that, mate. Well done, he's cut the ball out. Crespo, what a counter-attack. Now, Colon's having a great game in the middle. Crespo's having a great game in the middle. Let's just check our conditions. Rakoba's struggling on the wing in this game, so we will bring on Gulli. Almeida for Farinos, is that the move that we want to make? I don't know, it's a risk. It's a risk, but it's a risk we're going to have to take. And Materazzi's not having a great performance in defence, but we may just have to deal with that for now. Let's bring Coco and Zanetti on half runs as well, just moving forward. Bringing that defensive line up for us. We're going to go back to normal. We don't want to leave ourselves open to the break. Rakova is a set piece taker, so let's make sure we change that. Crespo. Maybe long shots 14. Versus Crespo, long shots 11. So it's got to be Conceição. Okay, yes, rock and roll. Half an hour to go in this game. Zanetti getting a little bit aggressive there. Navarro for obstruction. Take a look at Dnipro. Oh no, no, yes. Lucky to get away with that one. Ooh. So they do look like they're coming at us more. I don't think pressing's going to help because they are playing with direct passing. So let's take that off and stop wearing ourselves out. They're playing with normal. So let's keep it on. Let's go back to attacking. Fantastic. We've challenged the keeper there. It's another corner. I really want this second goal to put this game beyond doubt. Oh, Crespo! Challenging Dnipro here. Bully! Oh! Five minutes to go. That's not what we want. Well done. We want the ball to come forward. Ooh. Out of play. Fantastic. Conceição. Should be gained. Fantastic. That's a 1-0 win. We've got the result. I would have liked it to be a little bit more convincing than that. 10 shots on target and only 1 goal. It was a pretty disappointing effort from our side there. Free kicks, we've had a few more. Throw-ins were about even. Fouls were about even. They had far more offside, so our offside trap is still working. More passes completed, more tackles won, but lost out in the air. There's no change there. Slightly more possession. Conceição, unsurprisingly, with man of the match. the amount of times he came up in big plays there. Calon also with a 9, so he's played extremely well for the 2 injured players, Vieri and Ventola. Farinos has come in and put in an absolute barnstormer with Almeida when he's coming for Almeida. Gouli playing well on the wing when we've taken the Cobra off. So all things to think about. Absolutely. Now, I think we'll continue on from there, and it's always hard to figure out who's actually gone through here, but we'll quickly run through the list. Blackburn has gone through against Dynamo Minsk. Dynamo Moscow has gone through against Tirana. Tirana with an amazing away performance there. Bohemians have gone through against Dynamo Tirana. Skonto have gone through against Dunfermline. What have we got here? Elfsborg have gone through over Victoria Zizkov. Lokomotiv Tbilisi have gone through against FC Kopenhagen. That's a real surprise. The Danish really shouldn't be happy with that. Fiorentina going through against Belishna. Tavria going through against Grasshopper. Union Berlin going through against Helsingborgs. Hajduk going through against IA. I'm not even going to attempt to say that. Hajduk going through. Of course, Inter going through against Dnipro. Slovan Liberec have gone through against Koper. Leeds going through against FC Haka. Is it Chernomorets who have gone through? Yes, Chernomorets have gone through against Litex. Liverpool have beaten Hibs to go through the next round. Sporting Lisbon have gone through against Maccabi Tel Aviv. Mallorca winning in that tie there. Lausanne going through against Maribor. Bordeaux going through against Abilic. Osijek beating Ajax and going through to the next round. Ajax are out of the UEFA Cup early. Milan going through against PAOK. Partizan going through against Odd Grenland. What have we got here? Pogon going through against Anzel. Porto going through against Slovan Bratislava. Fribram going through against Dinamo Bucharest. Rangers going through against Sidon. Fenerbahce going through against Rapid Bucharest. Semitica going through against Rapid Vienna. Freiburg going through against Torpedo Moscow. Salzburg going through against Brøndby. Of course, remember this is Salzburg from the SV days, not the Red Bull days. Going through on away goals, it seems. Levski Sofia going through against Shelbourne. Chelsea just squeaking through against Sigma Olmenuk. Blasica going through against St. Gallen. Standard Liège going through against Roda JC from the Netherlands there. Strasbourg going through against Medalist. Twente going through against Dynamo Tbilisi. So of all the Dutch teams in the UEFA Cup, you wouldn't have expected Twente to go through from who's been knocked out so far. Utrecht going through against Killy. Valencia going through against Karabakh. Vartex losing out, going out in extra time to Hertha Berlin. Viking beating out Genk Bilergi there. Dinamo beating out Wisla Krakow. Zaragoza beating HJK, and finally Inter Bratislava going through against Zimbru. So massive list there for the UEFA Cup. Now, I think we'll leave it there. Our next match is against Perugia in a couple of days' time. We've got Perugia, Atalanta, Modena, and then Catania, and the second leg of the Coppa Italia. I'll have a think about what game we come back to. In the meantime, everybody stay safe, look after yourselves. By all means, please leave your feedback, leave a comment down below, like and subscribe if you want to hear more and see more from this series. Until then, look after yourselves and we'll see you soon.